Hello. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Ah, shit. Alrighty. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, this is IceCream301. Welcome to a Thursday stream. Yeah, we're back. Like I said on our Sunday stream, we're going to do my best to finish Phoenix Wright, the first game. But if we end up beating it within like 3 or 4 hours or so, I'll start playing the new Pokemon Snap, and then we'll continue playing that tomorrow. Alright, so here we go with episode 5. Still have no idea what to expect in this. Alright. I need to remember everything that has been going on. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so the evidence room. Right. We found out that there was a second murder that happened at the same exact time as the one in the parking lot. But apparently the victim was the same victim from that other murder. Alright. And we know that Bruce Goodman, he was the victim. Went into the evidence room. Right. And I believe I remember that my suspicion is that, like, maybe Miss Bruce Goodman maybe has a twin or something. You never know. Someone that looks like him, or someone just posing as him. Yeah, alright. So, have I talked to you yet? Pause for a day. Alright, here we go. Destroy my throat. The stream. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal! You have a locker in here, too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course! I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Oh. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens! So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Ugh, it's about to burp. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. IDs cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. What? Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint. Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Speaking of, so the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. They are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock? That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks. Huh. Interesting. So, there is another guy, or we can prove it's the same guy. Is that, I don't know. Again, I think this is when like a twin could possibly be a thing. Okay, so wait. Something about the SL9. The only thing I have is this. Detective Goodsman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. Oh, okay. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Okay. There we go. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing! Oh shit. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved with this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right on in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Interesting. Alright, let's examine. Hey here. Looks like a shirt. I guess must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out to some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under his trench coat, either. Yeah, sure, we can't really tell. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Alright. Oh, hey, it's the metal detector. That bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole! I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Oh, wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Whatever you say. Alright. Oh, what's this? What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? You should use your testing fluid to check it out. Alright. How do I do that? Spray. Okay, so we already know that. Just in case. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't hurt a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Oh. Oh, wow. There must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman? Was actually an alien! This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you should have asked. You should have asked. Blech. Huh? Ho ho. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down for the floor plans. Okay, so... I'll find something. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Oh, well, yeah. Trying to put it back together? Huh? Good luck, pal. That's no job for an amateur. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Great. Well, this piece looks like at the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, that's definitely the top. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's no use. Those pieces don't say anything. Maybe some of the pieces are missing. Try to put as many pieces of place as we can. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Come on. No. Oh. Damn. Oh. It's actually kind of hard to tell. Okay. Ay, ay. Come on. Come on. Gotta give me something. Ay. Damn it. I'll be right back. All right. Alright, so... Oh my god, so wait. Oh my god, seriously? Wow, alright. Alright. No. No. Okay. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Is this like another trophy? There we go. Oh. We're missing a piece. I think we did it, but some pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too, but in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet. But they were missing to begin with. Still. It looks like that, like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Alright. Things that bother me. One, why are there some pieces missing? Is he a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Oh. SL8? Someone left a glove, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go. Go, pal. Making me some kind of... Oh my god. That evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Jesus Christ, I am full of evidence. Oh, it does have SL9. Just for the case. Yeah. No, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about it? Do you know how many other words sound like that? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag? Is that a word? Or do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's see. We have fine. Okay, well, that helps. Our door, handcuffs. Paint. Alright. Look, this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we close it. It's empty. He must have taken the contents elsewhere. Alright. Sorry, he doesn't know. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I don't think he's the guy to talk to. Ah. Uh-huh. Hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Maybe I should present him with some stuff? Oh my god. Damn it. Nope. God damn it. I don't know where to go from here. What was that? There are dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Dude. So Argon is when he was stabbed. Not likely. His blood look here for months, maybe longer. Okay, I'm actually very confused on what to do right now. Wait a second. Yeah, it has a handprint on it. damn it. Where to go? What more could there be? We're trying to talk more about the SL9 incident, I guess. Like that has to be a thing. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Guess that's what happens when you go to the one place you haven't actually gone. Alright. Well, this place is as classy as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. What? God damn it. You take a look at this. This is the ID card record, okay. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here. Now what? What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! Whoa, what? Okay, that's actually kind of surprising. Why would Edge have to come to the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be laying out soon. I'm going to go give them my report for today. What the hell's this? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Two needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later. Oh, great. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Alright, now we go back. There we go. Ah! What? The bellboy? Oh, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you? Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. So sexy. Right. He has a hotel to help bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Right. Alright, anyway. How was the committee? How did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there was some who believe that I concealed evidence. He gave me a warning. You were lucky this time, again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Alright. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presenting prosecutor attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you. Why? All along, I've done only what I believe was right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. I guess we should ask him about that thing. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. AI-16? He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Alright. Alright. Stubborn as always. I told you, this has nothing to do with the current case. Uh-huh, that's what you said before, and then you ended up screwing up. Jesus Christ, I'm getting so much evidence for this. That's right. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with the case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about it this sooner or later. Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Tell me! Tell me about it! You goddamn sexy man! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the department chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago, too, then? He was a top officer and was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted you to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, Well then. You might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. Oh. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. I was gonna say something else, but sure. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thank you. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Alright. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Suspicious fingerprint. Oh, right. Okay, so... we found 2 sets of handprints in the evidence. In that evidence room. Oh, okay. What's her name left, I guess? Police department. And move. Guard station. Okay, he's gone too, apparently. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. There it is. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Well, actually, we were given it. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that be left behind the clearest print. Okay, I mean, it would look like the thumb or the pointer. I mean, that's how it seems. Alright. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! Jeez. I mean... let's go with this one. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Okay. First you sprinkle the aluminum powder. Huh? How do you do... What do you mean? With the A button. See? Okay. Powder... Okay. I mean, it's basically the same deal. With the X button. Okay, thank you. Let's just get it all in there. Oh! Yeah, you found one. Nothing like a fingerprint. Shit, I guess it doesn't. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have fingerprints. I remember that. He doesn't actually have fingerprints. Oh no, wait, he maybe wore a glove. Okay. Hey, other prints? There's another print. Very faint. Let's get this all up in there. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Whoa! Don't do drugs, kids. Oh, shit. Let's really get it in there. Oh, yeah. Let's really get in there. Really in there. Ah, yeah. Alright. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So, we're not done yet. That's quite a process. Actually... Oh shit, it's almost like mine. I did it. It was me, guys. You got me. Here we got from Mr. Edgeworth. Point out the person you think left the print. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? Just guess. The bloody fingerprints are in different places, right? Only don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints were we most likely find on the evidence locker? Oh, Gumshoe. Because it is his locker. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe and his stern face. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? He gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thank you for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. That's right! That's actually what I was gonna do. Right here? Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Let's... Oh my god, just freaking... There we go. Wait, really? Oh. La 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 la. Okay, so I guess I can't actually do this on an area where, you know, yeah, I just want it full white. I wanted a mountain of it. Ooh, there we go. Slight, but I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be good for matching fingerprints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get clearer results from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Okay, so that's there, which means there should be another one. I mean, it kind of looks like that's the thumb. So there's that one. Here we go. Just get it all up in there, 'cause you never know. Yeah! Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Yeah, let's get some more powder in it. Definitely not cocaine. Alright. Nope, that's not exactly it. Oh, shit. That's Jake Marshall. Let me make sure here. Chris Goodman. Nope. Obviously not Gumshoe. Nope. No. Emma, it was you! Yeah, it was Marshall. Man, if only identifying fingerprints was this easy. Hey, these fingerprints, Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction and the blood on and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. Ooh. Alright. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. What? To be continued. Oh shit. Alright. We're on day 3 now? Alright. Let's see. So technically this is the second day of the trial. So yeah. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time, and a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I am. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky? We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Alright, we're back. Order! Order! Court is now in session to trial Mission on the Sky. I miss this voice so much. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... Humph? I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet, the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain in both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. Although, at this point, Phoenix, I think that's all of them. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. And that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. So fucking hot! Emma. What? No, never mind. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an adorable trait? I guess it is. Oh. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Ooh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh, the murder. Oh, the murderer. Oh. Hello. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meakin, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. This guy's worse than Larry Butts. So you're telling us you're the professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to say... Sir, I'm what you call part of a younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us a report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm. Oh my God. Witness testimony. Here we go. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Alright. Okay. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Beacon's family motto, sir. Hey, gee, then you fainted and colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Alright. Let's press him. Let's press him. Let's push his buttons. Take away his megaphone. Mr. Makins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. He's in charge of hiring new recruits. Oh, no. Yikes. No, there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. Ugh. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important job. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I, relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Spotted a suspicious man. Okay. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed here. On here, right? There it is, I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir, it's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. First time was when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time was when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir, that was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay, good to know. Alright. I was only doing... I was told they're good to know. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Guru pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looks as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. Oh, struggling to detain him. He swung his arm like an octopus, so That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand would have been. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Okay. What exactly do you mean when you say did it? I know I did look at the type. Don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. Man let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? Spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. Next thing I know, his white coat was drenched in seeing my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He pushed me right in the face, sir! Oh my god. I passed out until another officer smacks me awake. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around through... Though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Oh my god. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Grant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. Wow, that's a VHS tape. When was the last time we've ever seen that? Anybody? Buddy, does anybody watching this even know what a VHS tape is? See, before streaming services, there were DVDs, hard copies, copies of movies. But before DVDs, there were VHS tapes. And they still had film, like a film reel. You had to, in order to, if you watched the movie on it and you want to watch it again at a later point, basically either as soon as you finish the movie or the next time you decided to watch it, you'd have to rewind the entire tape to the beginning. That was a thing. I remember it. Hell, I think my folks still have some. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's obviously right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I was told that it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. Video of the real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh my fucking god. It's happened! It's right there! There's your murderer! It's happening! Whoa! Oh my god, that was actual animation. That was actual animation. Oh, of course. Oh, something fell. There he is. Ah. Oh, God. God damn it. Why do they gotta do this? No, not low battery. Oh. He's passed out. Where did what's his name go? Alright, hold on. Gotta switch these out. This is the keys. Uh-oh. I didn't really like see the trailer, but I did see there was like supposed to be a new Switch. Whatever. I still don't really get it. I don't really think there's a point. I do like the idea of white, of the black and white look. I don't know, I'm always a fan of black and white stuff. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that ringling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's a Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? This is ridiculous. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone. Any evidence proven, so I'm sort of, Your Honor. Instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. Okay. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker could only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Mystery Man. Right. Ugh. Right. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify even to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find the problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? Yeah, we can check it. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out the problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. H, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be... Okay. How do I pause? So, we have... Wait, why is the light still on? Oh, okay. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Do you mean me, sir? Who else? As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way to understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Yeah, every single... That's the only one with the light on. Like it already has been opened or something. When the victim reached for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Okay, I can't really do that. Ah! Yeah, the light's still on. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks on, controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert on this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well, it just goes to show, no, novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, miss? Scientific investigator. Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor. Something. Jam the sensor, say. There's something else that's seen out of place in this video. Something did fall out. Something did fall out, so it could have blocked the sensor, yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's expect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause of this. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. Ah! Haha! Boom! Please watch closely. This is the continuation of a part I showed you earlier. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when... shut up, man. You can't be sure that I was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie gets... but the object would to be extremely thin to fit the door. Not only that, it would also have to block the electrical currents. So it would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator! But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits that description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well, will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was the insulator? It was stuck in the locker. It was that glove. It was a vase. Boop. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Oh. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Damn it! On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so. Order! Shut up, everybody! Sorry. So are we to believe that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. Huh. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Alright, witness testimony. Blah, blah. Fuck. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Okay. There's an ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. Still wondering who 777777777 is. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room was only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up on transferal there, and the most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination. Alright. Hold on. I gotta look up times here. Oh, wait. That's the day of the crime. But apparently Goodman lost it. Ugh. Okay. Wait a moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's already half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high possibility. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. Man Officer Meekins, encountering the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order! Order! Shut up! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. But bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to point your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. In the prosecutioner's office, the murderer being Ms. Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Mr. Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of the Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? Dude, how am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even show any other body. I mean, it just shows Meekins. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. Is this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. This Prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecutor requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person who you would have testified? What is his or her name? Damon Gant. It is Officer Makins! Yeah. Jake Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel he would, feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court would take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Okay. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Huzzah! There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured out everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. On top of it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, Detective. Better be, pal. Hey. I did see there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought to here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Joe Dark killings. Huh. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with the serial murders. Oh, what? Now I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? Hey, what? My name's in there. I don't know unless... No. It couldn't be, Lana. This SL9 incident, is it that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No, Lana. That's over with. No! And wait, she went away. You know what? I just remembered it. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gantz, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I'd better take a good look at this file. Oh my god. Oh god. Frig. Yes, I'd like to save. Alright. And almost, you know what? Let's refill this and get something else. I'll be right back.